Good. A lot of fun stuff today.
Lots of good stuff.
Covering pretty well across the South.
We are, yeah.
Representing well.
Some delicious stories, some frightening stories. We got it all in there.
A lot of stuff. So This is Jorie.
This is Abigail or Abby.
You can call me whatever you want. And we do our show every Thursday at 3 p.m. We are on week 19, so we are thrilled that y'all are joining us today.
Yes, that is wild.
So Jorie, kick us off. What is our first good news story of the week?
I am obsessed with this story. So if you guys tune in pretty often, you know we always talk about Chick-fil-A. And they're always doing something great, and it's Southern, and the food's delicious. So, why not? But this one pretty much takes the cake. So it turns out that a guy, an employee in Midlothian, Virginia, chased after a customer down the road when he realized they had forgotten their chicken sandwich.
Which is what I feel like we all wish someone would do to us every time we go.
I told Abby when we were reading this story, that's my order. I always order a spicy chicken sandwich and a medium fry. And if I got on the road without my chicken sandwich, I would just be so upset on a personal level. And to have someone chase you down, just deliver your chicken sandwich, I think that he just went above and beyond, I feel like. And I love the deck on this story, and Abby does too. It says the spontaneous sprint was his pleasure. Because you guys know they can't say you're welcome. They can only say it's my pleasure. So I can just picture him getting to the car going, it was my pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
But
he's only 19
years old. Yes, Jared Wilson is his name. He's a recent high school graduate. And he says that it's actually not super uncommon that he sees people chase after cars all the time. So I think Chick-fil-A just as a corporation goes above and beyond for their customers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think one of his colleagues was the one that filmed this and caught him on camera. He had no idea, obviously. Yeah. They posted it and
it went viral. And he said he has had so much fun just spending hours reading your guys' comments and stuff. And he says they're so funny what people are saying. So
folks are calling him a true American hero.
They are, what is the word? But when you equivalate. Is that the word? Equate. Thank you. When you they're equating him to Forrest Gump, and they're saying he's a true American hero. I guess because of the running situation.
I guess for running a car down, being like you forgot your chicken.
Yeah, that's amazing. And he actually has dreams of joining the Navy, so I'm sure with that kind of dedication, he'll do great.
Yeah, he's gonna thrive in PT. He already runs with chicken sandwiches. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jared.
Yeah, props to you.
Couldn't go a week without Chick-fil-A.
No, we couldn't.
All right, our next story for y'all. A Florida island was most recently named the most excellent city, not just in the U.S., in the entire world.
That is wild to me.
If you've been there, I feel like you won't be surprised by this news. I personally am going tomorrow, so I'm thrilled. But preface this with saying TripAdvisor releases these rankings based on all different kinds of factors and people reviewing things and restaurants and stuff like that. And they release this mega list. So Key West, Florida has topped the list as the most excellent city to visit in the world, to travel worldwide, to be specific. And of course, Key Lime Pie, Key West, terrific. That wasn't a complete sentence, but I think y'all got what I was saying there.
She likes the Key Lime Pie.
Love the Key Lime Pie. Key West is the southernmost city in the continental U.S. And as a matter of fact, the only other American city that made the list was New Orleans at number 10, which is your neck of the woods.
It is my neck of the woods, and I totally see that happening. So.
Which, can you imagine, Edinburgh and Reykjavik in Iceland and Scotland got the number 2 and 3 spots, and Key West, Florida.
I told Abby, I'm a little shocked by this. I could think of about a million other places I would rather go than Key West. But, it sounds nice. But, Paris or, Barcelona or Athens. I don't know.
You haven't had the Key Lime Pie in Key West. That keeps coming back.
In
addition to winning the Most Excellent Cities Award, Key West actually also came in place for Most Excellent Cities for Restaurants and Most Excellent Cities for Experiences, because there are tons of things you can do on the coast of Florida. It is gorgeous. It's so colorful. You can go visit it. We covered a story a couple weeks ago, maybe longer because we've been doing this for a hot minute, y'all, of the Nauta limo that cruises around Key West in the in Isla Mirada.
Yeah.
And it was the hot pink boat limo situation. So you could do that if you went to Key West, and I feel like that'd be fun.
That would be fun. Next up.
If you need a place to plan a vacation, be sure to consider Key West because it's a blast and the whole world loves it.
Yeah, and if you've been before, if you have any upcoming trips, comment about it. We'd love to hear your stories.
Know.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing to do? Where's your favorite place to eat? You guys, this next story.
Oh, it's such a good one.
I just love this so much. So these kids are from Louisiana. So Abby let me talk about this story because I'm also from Louisiana, and we just have great people, as you'll be able to see. So there was a family, the Schmidley family. Tracy was the mom's name, who threw a little ice cream party to celebrate, I think, the end of a long work week. For the kids, it was the end of a long week at school, and they just were celebrating just being done, summer vacation. This is in Coushatta, Louisiana. And they got a Bluebell ice cream flavor because, Southerners, they love their Bluebell. And the Bluebell, the flavor is half vanilla, half chocolate, and it is called the Great Divide. So the kids were all eating their ice cream and enjoying it and loving it. And one of the kids, let's see, what was his name? 8-year-old Caleb started to realize that maybe the name could be misunderstood a little bit. So they started brainstorming, the kids at this party, and talking about maybe what could be a better name because there was so much diversity in their group. There was white people, African Americans, like all these different types of people. And they said that they came up with the name Better Together. And I think that is so sweet that they were using an ice cream flavor to kind of represent who they are as people. And they said they were so passionate about this. They actually wrote to Bluebell this really beautiful letter and just said, I can read a little bit of it to you guys. Hi, Bluebell. We love your ice cream. We think cookies and cream is the best ice cream on the planet. Last week we had an ice cream party. We began to talk about the name, and we think that some people might misunderstand the name and think that the name, The Great Divide, is about people and the division that exists in our world because of different skin colors. So they went on just to explain that they decided they think they should name it Better Together. And Bluebell has spoken out about this and just said that they were so touched and moved by these kids and that they're considering it. So yeah, it's really a beautiful story. I think it's so sweet.
It's such a good story.
Yeah. So.
And, a lot of the comments have been negative, which is so unfortunate, but a lot of them have been positive too, especially other multiracial families.
Yes.
A couple kids in this family were adopted.
Right.
And so I think it's awesome that it, represents such positivity, and especially like an 8-year-old kid coming up like this.
What in touch kid to realize this and kind of mirror it onto real life. It's pretty special. So
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway. And the mom, I thought this was an awesome quote. She said, "Our intention is to be unifying." And I feel like that's a great representation of this story.
So shout out to everyone, giving positive comments and showing love, and to people who aren't, stop that. That's silly.
Yeah, and also Bluebell. I think it's a great idea.
Bluebell.
We should change the name because
better
together.
It's true.
We are better together.
Yeah, both people and ice cream.
Yes, a mix.
This next story though.
Okay, so I have to be completely honest with y'all. This story is a great story, but as Jorie knows, the reason I picked this story is because the dog's name is Fat Heath, and I think that is the funniest thing ever. So
it's not a chubby dog.
This is Fat Heath, the Yorkshire Terrier. And to start the story, Thursday night in Quillen, Missouri, 3-year-old Remy Elliott actually wandered away from her family's home. They live pretty rural, just north of the Arkansas border. Around 8 p.m., she got lost in a cornfield, was lost for 12 hours. And the story kind of details a little bit about what the panic this family went through, and all these people rallied together. It started with 5 people looking for this little girl. 75 to 100 people were out there looking for her by the time it was over. The mom just panicking, thinking, oh my gosh, maybe she's in the woods. Maybe she's somewhere I just can't see her. And finally, a neighbor around 6 a.m. the next morning was walking the rows of corn by their house. And Timber, who is the mom, her brother also came in, drove all the way from Western Kentucky. So just a huge group effort to find this little girl, 3 years old, lost. And he actually found Remy and the dog half a mile away from the house. And so they found the little girl just exhausted in these cornfields. But Fat Heath, their Yorkshire Terrier, sat by the little girl all night and just waited with her. And the mom was kind of saying, she was hot, she was sweaty, she was tired. but she wasn't scared because Fat Heath was with her the entire time and he just kept her safe. And that was such a comfort. And so I just think this is, a testament to we both love dogs.
We are dog people for sure.
The fact that dogs are just the best.
We don't deserve
gift
them.
We have. But that this dog just sat there with her for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Trying to, keep her safe and make her feel secure. And that way she wasn't scared. The only repercussion that came out of this was that she was covered in bug bites by the end.
Yeah.
But
that's totally manageable. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Way to go, MVP, Fat Heath, and your MVP was a Chick-fil-A worker.
Yeah, but Fat Heath as well. That's amazing.
But Fat Heath really did a solid for this family.
Yeah, when the uncle found her, she was actually so comforted that she was sleeping. Like the little girl had just fallen asleep, so she was not scared at all. Fat Heath was just cuddled up next to her. I mean,
look at this little guy.
Dogs, man. Dogs, we don't deserve them.
We really don't. I love that story.
That's such a good story.
She's happy and healthy and back to her normal self other than her bug bites. But we're praying for a full recovery on that, and way to go, Patty.
Yeah.
We know you can't watch this because you're a dog and you don't have thumbs, but if you could, we love you.
Because if you had thumbs, then you could watch it.
You could log into the internet.
Oh my gosh. So next up, guys, around this time last year, it was when Houston was hit with the devastating floods. And, they're still dealing with tons of repercussions and people out of their homes and all kinds of things. So the Houston Flood Bank is predicting a record-breaking summer in the amount of meals that they're going to have to hand out to people. And so they're basically calling for more volunteers, just saying that they don't have enough hands on deck to kind of meet the demand that's coming out of this summer. They're saying that they normally feed around or hand out around 80,000 meals a year. And just like in these upcoming months, they're going to need over 10,000 meals required to meet the demand coming in. Yeah. So it's a really simple story, but they deliver 300 meals to over 300 locations throughout the Houston area. And they just provide nutritious meals to families who otherwise, couldn't get them. And summer's the hardest because normally the kids can get a meal or two in school. Whereas now that school's out, that they don't have, any means of getting meals. So yeah, if you're in the Houston area, there's already college students helping out. And they said that's been so awesome, but they need lots more people. So if you are in the Houston area or you're visiting, just check this out and see how you could maybe lend a helping hand to people who are still struggling.
Yeah. And you can look up to more ways to help them at HoustonFoodBank.org if you're interested from afar.
Mm-hmm. Maybe donate.
We got to help our friends.
Yeah, our friends in Texas. We love you, Texas.
For sure. We do love Texas. To wrap up our day, I think this is very important, personally.
This speaks to us on a personal level.
It does. Would it be a week without Chick-fil-A and Krispy Kreme?
Krispy Kreme is
sure.
It's not above Chick-fil-A, but it's inching closer.
It is up there. So Krispy Kreme has just released 2 new donut flavors,
whoop, whoop.
Which as a Krispy Kreme follower myself, I am the person that went out and got the gingerbread ones and the pumpkin spice ones.
She delivered the pumpkin spice ones to the office.
And they make them
MVP.
Just on a single day so that everyone has to flock to the Krispy Kreme.
She has also written an article on how to plan.
That's true.
Or how to plan a road trip around the Krispy Kreme Hot Light.
Yes. If you're interested in planning an entire road trip, y'all can look up my article.
You don't have to get more than a couple miles out of hot donut in your car.
Exactly. You should never have to eat a lukewarm donut.
So one-way train to Diabetes Town.
Anyway, so Krispy Kreme has just announced their 2 newest flavors. One of them is a strawberries and cream donut, which sounds delicious, and I will briefly touch on. It is bursting with strawberry filling and their famous cream filling, which sounds delicious. Mm-hmm. And it has strawberry icing and a little decorative swirl on top. So it looks very pretty. You can see it in the picture right over here. But the most important donut that they have announced is the banana pudding donut.
Yes, banana pudding.
If you are from the South, which I know we actually usually have some folks not from the South.
Yeah,
watching, so we'll give you a little insight into our culture. You probably have seen banana pudding on every potluck table you have ever attended.
It's like a great holiday dessert too. It's really for any time. It's cold, so you can eat it during the summer, and it's nice.
It's easy to make. It feeds 100 people.
Shout out to Mimi McDonald because you make the dopest banana pudding.
Thanks, Mimi.
It reminds me of my dad because my dad always his thing. He'll walk around when we have family parties and stuff, and he'll be like, do you guys want some banana pudding? He'll be like, yeah. He's like, me too. I wish we had some.
Man. Shout out to Ben McDonald for being
so
the
annoying. Like, that is so frustrating. Anyway.
So Krispy Kreme has taken this cult following of banana pudding that we have in the South and somehow miraculously packaged it in one of their incredible donuts. So it has a sweet banana custard blended with cream, dipped in icing, and topped with crumbled vanilla wafers, which is how banana pudding should be. It's
a donut you didn't know you needed.
Exactly. So both of those will probably be limited time offers. The brand hasn't explicitly stated how long they're going to last. They're probably going to be summer flavors.
Probably just summer, yeah. But this is like Krispy Kreme, what they're all about. They just give you something and make you fall in love with it, and they just rip it right away from you. So
that the next summer you have to go back and
get them while the getting's good, folks.
Yeah, so be sure to check at your local Krispy Kreme. We also have a couple fun donuts coming up for 4th of July that come back every year. Yeah. The Freedom Ring, the original glazed donut that has decorated in the spirit of the American flag with red, white, and blue icing. That's a fun one. And then they have a chocolate iced version that has red, white, and blue sprinkles in honor of 4th of July. So whatever your themed donut preference is, Krispy Kreme has something.
They have it for you. Yep.
This year. And we want to know, well, I guess we want to know what your favorite Krispy Kreme donut is, because I feel like that's an important question.
Yeah.
And also, if you have been able to try these donuts, if you see them at your Krispy Kreme, what you think of them.
Yeah, we want to know. Give us details.
Is it a good banana pudding?
How did you feel when you?
Banana pudding?
Is it like grocery store bought banana pudding?
Or is it maybe McDonald's?
Maybe McDonald's. I don't think they could ever match up.
So wait, what is your favorite Krispy Kreme donut?
Can I just be boring and go with original? I mean, I do love the pumpkin spice, and I really like the St. Patrick's Day one. It's green. I think it's just original, but they put food dye in it, so it makes it green and fun.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
But like the hot version, right? I guess the original ones are fine just cold, but like
no, I always like them hot. They're so melty. You could just put the whole donut in your mouth so easily. Just ball them up. Yeah.
Don't ball them up. That's gross.
I mean, don't roll them, but like you can just stick it onto your mouth at once. Oh, it's so good.
I think the chocolate iced custard filled
I do love just plain strawberry too. I love strawberry. Yeah.
I like the strawberry iced ones.
Really good. They're really yummy.
So comment below. Let us know what your favorite Krispy Kreme donut is, because we're on a donut kick this afternoon, and it's about time for a little sweets pick me up. 3 p.m. And
do not have watch on that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tune in next Thursday at 3 p.m. We'll be here for you.
We will be here. And if you want to hear more, see more behind the scenes of the stuff we're doing at Southern Living, you can follow us both on Instagram and Twitter. Mine is at Abby Wilt.
Mine is Jorie.Nicole, at Jorie.Nicole, Jorie.
You can see the fun stuff we're doing.
Yeah, we post a lot about Southern. So.
We do. So you can check us out. The links to these stories will be in the comments below, so be sure to read through, like, subscribe, and we're happy you're here. And we'll see you next week.
Have a great weekend.
Bye guys.